In this lecture, let's rotate the stationary guard to look at their original rotation after chasing the player. To give a demonstration, I'm going to force the stationary guard to chase me. After they start chasing me, I'm going to escape from them. Eventually, they'll return to their original position. However, they do not return to their original rotation. They are looking away from the original rotation. I think it would make sense for enemies to look in the same direction as when the game started, turn to their original rotation. They are looking away from the original rotation. I think it would make sense for enemies to look in the same direction as when the game started. To get started, we must record their original rotation. The moment they move, we won't have an opportunity to save the enemy's rotation. Therefore, we must save the rotation after the game has started. In your editor, open the movement component. At the top of the class, add a public vector variable called original forward vector. The variable is public because we'll be accessing it from other classes. However, we don't want the variable to be modifiable through Unity. Let's add the non-serialized attribute to the variable. This attribute won't take effect until we've included the system namespace. Add it to the top of the file. Next, let's configure this variable from the awake method. We should set the variable as early as possible. In the awake method, set the original forward vector variable to the transform.forward variable. The forward variable is defined by Unity. It'll contain the forward position of the current game object. We're saving this variable's initial value to store the original rotation of the enemy. Let's use this variable to rotate the enemy. Head on over to the return state. We should rotate the enemy after they've arrived at their destination. So, this behavior should only apply to stationary guards. Rotation is already applied to patrol guards. The perfect spot is after the second nested conditional statement. Add an else block. At this point, the enemy has reached its destination and does not have a patrol component. Therefore, we can assume we're interacting with a stationary guard. Within this block, call the enemy.movement component.rotate method with the enemy.movement component.original forward vector variable. After making those changes, let's try playing our game. Same as before, I'm going to trigger the chase behavior. This time, the enemy should rotate to their original rotation after arriving at their destination. Voila! We've successfully rotated the agent. In the next lecture, let's explore one more topic related to the rotation of agents.